Hey folks, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by again for another guitar session. In this one we're going to be talking about the song Genesis, written and performed by Jorma Kaukonen, and it's a beautiful song, well performed, just a very well written tune, and one of my favorites of his for sure. This came, I'm doing this video as all of them by your request, and thank you for those requests, and keep them coming in at lessons@andykimbel.com. I know there are many more requests coming in than I am able to produce the videos for, but I do get to them, I do, and we'll do that. So don't, just because it's been some time or you make a request and it's quite a long time before you see it on YouTube or wherever else you might be watching this, doesn't mean I don't get them, and we'll do it. I will, just when I can and as I can. Keep them coming in, lessons@andykimbel.com. All right, the tune Genesis is performed with the capo on the 2nd fret. So when for example, if I use a G chord, it's not a G chord, it's a G shape, because I'm not playing a G chord anymore, right? I've moved it. So we're going to go by we're going to call the chords by what the shapes are, not the actual chords themselves. Capo 1-2, this is a capo made by the G7 Capo company, probably the best. As a matter of fact, it's the best capo I've ever used. And thank you, G7 Capo company. I've got some for my 12-string and 6-string guitars, and for some reason when you use the capo, this particular one, when you move the capo around the guitar neck, the guitar seems to stay in tune for the most part, or the stretch of the strings is minimized. I don't know how they do it, because I don't know much about the construction of capos or anything like that, but this is a fabulous capo, so you might want to look it up, G7 capos, and get yourself one, or two, or whatever. But they're great. So, enough said, and I couldn't be any more sincere about that, folks. I'm not just plugging them, but I truly do use it, and I use them for a reason. Okay, getting into the tune, we're going to begin the song, and I'm not going to play the song for you. We're going to discuss some guitar technique and go over various ideas and concepts that we can use to play the guitar during that tune when you're performing the song Genesis. So it's not just to play it like it is right off the recording, note for note. I'd rather hear the recording, quite honestly. But when you play a song, in my opinion anyway, you should perform the song with representing what it means to you. What is the statement? What is your slant on it? What is your expression of the song? Incorporate different ideas in terms of the musical passage and the flow of the song, and dive into it. Own it during the time that you perform it. Okay, so I want to show you some things that you might want to utilize when you perform the song Genesis. I'm not going to play the song for you. All right, here is we're going to go from G to a D to an E minor shape, and then we'll use our 4th finger to go to E minor 7 and hit the 5th fret of the 2nd string and go to the 1st string like this. All I'm doing is this, and I got an E minor 7 there. It's something when you break it down that simply. You can do that, right? When I land on the G, I like to give the intro chord some depth, some flavor, some real kind of a push on undercurrent introduction, if you will. And the way there's many ways of doing that, but on this time around, we're doing a hammer-on to get into the G. Almost sounds like a John Prine song, doesn't it? That's another video. Okay, so watch what happens when I go to the G. See that? Rather than just play the chord, just try that. The intro goes G, D, E minor 7. Got it? Play with that as many times as you like to before going to the song. You can also play the full G chord like this, the full D chord, E minor. Watch what happens. I want to give it a different, I'll play the same chords, but I'm going to approach it a little differently. Listen to the difference. Listen to this. Listen to how this flows. a C chord root. See, this would be a C shape. I'm not doing that, obviously. I'm going to get rid of the fourth finger up here. I'm going to go just the bass. So when I hit the A, right, watch, I'll do it again. Okay, so if you have any questions about that, or if you say, what is that? How to do that again? Just rewind the video or freeze it or whatever, and go over it a couple of times. And you might want to go like this. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch. Dive into that so you can do it without even thinking about it. And you can play with that. You all recognize this from part of that little instrumental break that the drummer takes? Let's play around with that. We just saw what I was doing. Making it up as I go along. Literally just making it up as I go along. And therefore every time I'm not going to play the song, but every time I would play it, it would come out probably a little differently, because I just, the room, the energy of the audience would dictate a different feel for me, and therefore a different presentation of the song every night I play. If I play 5 nights in a row, you might hear me do that song 5 different ways. Whatever I'm feeling at the moment just comes out of me and translates into the guitar and to you. Hopefully it lands as opposed to just being heard. So I want to go with the A, and this is pretty much the whole song. Not the battery ran out on the other camera. We'll pick it up where we left off with this one. If I can remember where we left off, that is. Yeah, got it. I was going to show you this riff. Watch what the thumb is doing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's what I'm doing, right? With the A bar here. So if I were to take this hand off, I can go like this all day, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. Now just add the bar. Right? And then this part is, watch this. Right, so just work on that a little bit, practice it. It's really, if you want to do it without this hand, just do the fingering. It might be a good idea too. Watch it, we like this. On, off, fourth finger, on, off. On, off, fourth finger, on, off. On, off. What's that movie? On, off. Was that Karate Kid? Remember wax on, wax off? Yeah, wax on, off, on, off. On, off, on, off. If I just want to strum it, now if I want to pick it, so work on that a little bit. Don't practice that. Don't practice it. just play it. Pick the guitar up, play the riff, just play it. Just play it, dive into it, be it, let just join together with what the riff represents to you. You can even play around with it a little bit. You can, how about, let's try this. Show you to play around with is that when there's a part of the song before this riff where there's something that something like it. And all I'm doing is this. Right, you get it. So there's more fuel for thought, more things you can do. And that's pretty much all she wrote, folks, in the song. I'm trying to think if there's anything more. I play around with the tunes a lot, as I was saying a little while ago, a different camera, before the battery died. I was saying that every time I would perform any tune, really, most tunes, you're not going to hear the same, play it the same way night after night. I added different twists, not just that I can do that, it's just I pick up on the energy and the feel of the room, the audience, and I can just establish that communication and kind of play into what that vibe, what that energy is. And that dictates how the song comes out, and we share it together. So, I mean, do I know songs all the way through, and can I play them all the way through? A lot of folks who I jam around with say, hey, did you ever play a song all the way through? But anyway, yes, I can play a song, obviously, and I have done it many, many times, but my MO, if you will, I think, and what I've managed to do for this lengthy career of mine is really be able to just take the guitar, go out there and play, and just play. And the songs come, and the words come, and the music is there, and we just do it all together. It's been such a fun time, and I want to express my incredible gratitude and appreciation for all those who have supported my career for all these years, and I'm going to keep going. And now that it seems like we're going to be opening up some dates, and I'll be announcing some tour dates pretty soon, and hope to include those dates that were postponed in London. Hope to be seeing you guys over the summer. So anyway, again, thank you for everything. Keep the requests coming in at lessons@andykimbel.com or Andy@andykimbel.com, either way. And I know I got a request for the Good Shepherd. I could almost go into that now. You could, if you wanted to, you could go in from, I'm not quite finished. If you wanted to, you can go in to from Genesis, when you go like this. Watch. Now here we go. Do it again. You can go like this. Into the Good Shepherd. But you could, or just take it to another tune. Somebody, you can use that passage to dive into another tune using the D shape as the founding chord. Anyway, so I'm done for this presentation. I'm out of here. I want to thank everybody again for stopping in. Remember the website, andykimbel.com. If you've been appreciating and getting something out of these videos, there's a tip jar at the Andy Kimbel website. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you again on the next video. Again, keep those requests coming in. As I always say, don't practice the guitar, play the guitar, and make every time you pick it up mean something. All the best, folks, and you take care. Be safe.